Hey there, everybody! It's your pal Rana. Today I've gotten on the bandwagon, the goddamn the payload card for some hullabaloo I've seen in the past. The avocado. So I'm not actually that cultured on this, so I'm gonna get like the full friggin' rundown. I'm gonna get like a story lore recap. This is gonna be so good. Well, for me, really not for his heart. So let's look at this.
So without further ado, let's make some mac and cheese. Here we go. I have gained weight, and I don't even know why.
I could have wondered.
You guys know my weight's been spiraling out of control.
He was a handsome young man
Because
before.
my life is a disaster.
There's
Agreed.
no cure.
This food's right in your brain. I miss the old Nick. Yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada. TikTok.
Did I walk in on something or?
Approximately
this
2
is
weeks ago,
strange.
while sitting in his $2.3 million penthouse
Yeah,
apartment,
so-
Nikocado Avocado would upload
Okay,
a video weighing
yeah.
himself to his channel with over 2.5 million
That's a lot of
subscribers.
sucks.
352. I think not.
Did really just. I think not. Dude really hit the speak not. Also, no, you don't. You may identify as that, but you're on it, dude. It's just like trans people. You may want to be a girl, but it's good enough for you. I mean,
His
if
weight
you
of
want to be a different gender
352
or
pounds
something
is in
else,
stark contrast
good for
with
you, I
the
guess. You
weight
ain't
of
hurting
between
nobody.
150 and 160 pounds.
When I started
Small.
in the Bronx, I was 150 pounds, maybe 160. Can't really remember.
When he was a modest
Oh, yeah,
vegan living
yeah.
a fairly simple life in
Oh, that's quite
Colombia.
nice.
He'd moved there way back in 2014 after meeting his then boyfriend Orlin in a vegan Facebook group for men, but problematically, Nikocado Avocado didn't have much to do in Colombia, so he began to upload videos of himself to the YouTube website, playing violin and discussing the many aspects of veganism.
This is my first ever mukbang. Mukbang. I actually don't know how to pronounce it, but anyways,
Where he would state that prior
Tally
to becoming
ho,
a vegan,
lads.
he considered himself somewhat overweight.
most people that watch my channel know that I'm vegan. I've been vegan for almost 4 years. Like another month or two would be like 4-year mark. Totally changed my life. I used to
Gotta
be
make it.
obeso. I used to be like this.
While it was certainly a benefit that veganism helped Nikocado lose weight and was assisting him in staying thin, as he continued to maintain the vegan diet, it would go from a blessing to a curse.
I rotted a tooth. I had low B12 deficiency. I developed hypoglycemia. I don't know if it's directly
Well,
related
that's
to veganism, but I've
hypoglycemia.
never had that before.
At a later date, Nikocado explained that being vegan had resulted in numerous immediate health issues. In addition to this, Nikocado explained that he found the 2016 online vegan community to be
What is hypoglycemia?
According to Mayo Clinic, low blood sugar, the body's main source of energy.
Oh, so it's an energy disease. Thank you, Google. Back to the video.
extremely toxic.
Why do vegans have to make
Oh god, they've been doing this for years. It wasn't just the vegan teacher, vegan games, whatever the hell.
Why? There's so much
Nah,
more to life than
they've been
vegans.
doing
And
this
as a
forever.
result, he ended up renouncing his vegan
Vegans
status
have always
among the
been toxic,
community of
apparently.
vegan YouTubers.
No other community have I ever seen it like this. I thought it was the raw vegans, but it's just vegans in general on YouTube. I gotta leave, you guys.
After a 1-month break, the first of many
Oh, that's quite
non-vegan
nice.
mukbang videos would show up on the Nikocado.
You know, I'm gonna
Avocado
eat those
channel.
words.
And while he had made the decision
That was an
to begin
amazing
eating meat, he
pun.
would still maintain a
Eat
relatively
those
clean diet,
words.
often inclusive of vegetables and rice.
One red onion,
Yeah.
carrots, minus that green one, which we don't use. Broccoli, cauliflower, fresh peas.
Nikocado Avocado
Cauliflower.
stuck out like a sore
Ring,
thumb
ring.
as a
A
mukbanger
flower.
because in the beginning the video type was almost entirely dominated by females. Additionally, Nikocado would almost always have his
Aw.
pet parrot sit on his shoulder.
I used to
while
have a
he ate,
bird.
The absurdity of which
Oh wait, I
assisted
had like a little rainbow one. It was named like Minty. Oh,
standing out
Minty.
from the crowd. When discussing
Okay,
his
I
first
loved the
mukbang
mint tea.
video,
That was
Nick
one
Carter
hell of a
Avocado
bird.
would state, "My very
I
first
never got it
mukbang
to land on my
like
shoulder
50,000
though, and
views in
now
a
it's
couple of
actually, yeah, I
weeks,
did
which was a lot for me
once.
at the
Then
time.
it died,
Everyone
and it was so
asking,
sad.
when's the next mukbang, which ultimately resulted in the
No, by the way,
continuation
this is
of
just
the
because
series.
I was
However,
5
as
at the time,
mukbangs
so I've
became
kind of
the
gotten
dominant
over
video
it.
type on his channel,
Because I
his
don't want to
weight
have a
would
mental
begin to
breakdown. What do I
steadily
look like,
increase.
Nikocado
In
Avocado?
The Psychology of Mukbang
I
Watching,
know a bit
published
about
in
him.
January
Like how he
2020, the
cries a
study
lot.
found that the viewer's vicarious pleasure demanded a large quantity of unhealthy food to be consumed. And from a relatively uninformed outsider's
vicarious
perspective,
mean?
the meta seems to be the bigger the better.
Well,
No one
I
wants
mean,
to spend
I
2
have a good
minutes watching
idea, but
someone
I'm
eat
just
a
gonna
bowl of
double
cereal.
check. Is
The
that
most
James
popular
Charles? That's
videos
my
go
notes
for
here.
more than half an hour and include
I
ridiculously
get randomized
oversized
lock screens.
portions.
Is this
The
James
reason for which being
Charles?
because it creates connection and possibly even a guilt-free environment, seeing other people eat very large
What is
portions of
vicarious
unhealthy food
pleasure?
messily and open to public. For this reason, Nikocado Avocado began to eat more and more in every single video posted to the channel.
There's 45 here. We're gonna see how many we can lose. So, here we go. Let's start.
In
Oh,
addition
it's
to
like
this, you'll
watching,
begin to swap out
cartoons.
many
I wanna
clean,
be on a
relatively
magical
healthy meals
adventure.
in exchange
I'm
for
actually
fast
making a
food,
cartoon
seen in
myself.
examples such as ex-vegan eats burger for the first time in 10 years, which was followed by 3 other fast food mukbangs and a 10,000 calorie challenge. 7 months after switching to full-time mukbang videos, Nikocado Avocado seemed to naively believe that he had maintained his original weight of 160 pounds. However, while doing a mukbang at the Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, Nikocado Avocado would step on their scale, at which point he would be confronted with reality.
So let's see how much I
Yeah,
weigh.
reality,
But
he
no,
got
I
her in the
think
door,
160,
reality
maybe
clotheslined him so hard his
160.
neck
Weigh yourself
snapped.
here, so we're gonna step right up.
Dude was done from the moment he set in.
That has to be wrong.
You guys,
No, it doesn't seem to be wrong, my sir. Sir? Good news,
When
it doesn't seem
revisiting
to
the
be
article
wrong. I'm
discussing
just
the
kidding, it's bad
psychology of
news.
mukbang watching, the authors also claim that mukbang videos affect viewers' perception of food consumption and thinness because mukbangers who are very thin and
You have
slim
been
consumed very large
cursed
portions
with
of food and
delusion.
did not gain weight, which is without
Not
a
an
doubt the spell that
illusion,
Nikocado Avocado
delusion.
had found himself under. Being a naturally skinny guy who had seen others doing large mukbangs without gaining any weight might have convinced him that
I'm
he
not
was
really
immune to
fit
growing
for
his
this
very
subject
own
again.
large belly. But when you're at the point of eating 10,000 calories
My
meals
man,
on
I
your
look like a
channel,
mini
your quote-unquote
queso.
fast metabolism isn't going to be there to save you. The problem was that rather than seeing this as a genuine issue and an indication that he might want to slow down on the insane portion sizes,
Bell.
Nikocado Avocado
Oh,
would
it's
simply
actually Taco
integrate it
Bell.
into his content with the goal of
Boom.
gaining views. He would upload 2 videos shortly after becoming conscious of his weight, stating, "I'm getting fat and I don't know why," as
I don't
well
really-
as "say hello to
I
my
don't
double
really have a
chin,"
double
where he would
chin at least.
unironically state that he thought it was just stress or water weight and that food wasn't the problem.
I'm hoping, I'm praying that this is just water weight.
I've, like,
That this is
did
water
this
weight
to
and
get
it
the
comes
weight,
off
even that's
like a week
personally, I don't think.
of just not being so stressed. Because stress is our #1 killer. That's not our #1 killer.
Yeah,
Chips,
not
no.
much of a double chin,
Our
actually.
#1 killer is stress.
Also believing that his weight gain was some kind of medical mystery.
There is a medical mystery going on. There is
The
something
medical
chemically
mystery is
that's
called
balanced.
clout disease. It's
I
a
should
new
probably go get
disease
my thyroid
sweeping the
checked.
Which were both
nations.
pathetic
Goddamn,
justifications for the
it's
reality
much.
being that he was
Clout
simply
disease is
eating
more
too much
widespread than
food.
coronavirus in
Nikocado concluded
2020.
the video by stating,
You better enjoy it while it
We need
lasts.
to like ban all
because I
phones
tell
or
ya,
something.
It will not last. I'm gonna find a way to lose this weight.
However, with the same diet, the mindset that it was stress or water weight or a medical mystery,
Yeah, I
and yet
know,
another
that's what it is.
10,000 calorie challenge.
Oh, look at this loser.
Later, obviously, the weight
He's
gain
absolute
continued,
dork.
but it wasn't only his weight
Yeah,
that was
so-
causing him health problems. Nikocado
Oh,
Avocado would
the
upload a video
hell?
simply titled "I'm Too Scared to Go to the Hospital," which, in true nature of the 2017 YouTube algorithm, would gain a whopping 21 million views. Not
Damn,
only
he really
did this
is
video
dying.
further assist in making Nikocado Avocado somewhat of a household name, but it also showed him that drama and talking about subjects other than mukbanging would still garner an audience as
Bury
long
the
as they
platypus.
drama. Nikocado would create a playlist
Yeah, I really
on the
just
channel
said-
subsection literally
No,
titled
I really
Upset
just pulled out
Feelings,
the-
where dramatic videos
Bury the hats.
displaying the
Oh my
problems
God.
he was having.
Dude, I
such
actually
as
have a pretty good,
specific arguments with his
Doofenshmirtz.
boyfriend, often getting
Carry the
view
platypus.
counts. Nikocado Avocado uploaded videos such as "What My Husband Did to Me" and
Oh,
"I'm
no.
Getting Deported,"
Oh, he's
stating later
gay.
that whenever he found himself in a bad mood, his first natural inclination was to grab the camera.
I'm like the
Everyone
opposite
I
of that.
hate
Whenever I'm doing
large
anything that
amount of
isn't
just
me
grab the
being
camera
sad,
and
I
just, like,
grab the camera and
So
I'm
some of
like,
them are like
let's get
really,
let's get
really
this.
real for me.
Let's get,
Filming
let's
his
get
low
that
points
bread, ladies
became
and
a
gents.
regular occurrence on the Nikocado Avocado channel, which unfortunately
You
included
saw sobbing. You're sad. You're crying, mate.
Since his last
You're done.
200-pound weigh-in
You're
on the
basic.
Heart Attack Grill, but it was visually clear that he was now substantially heavier. So when asked about his weight in a mukbang Q&A, the result was certainly anticipated.
How much do you weigh now? Well, do you want to go? Should I weigh myself in front of you? I gotta go get the scale. Last time I checked, it was like
The scale, yeah, the scale of something of heart disease here is absolutely astonishing.
Almost 270, pretty much.
268 pounds. Nikocado Avocado was 110 pounds heavier than he had been at the start.
Dude,
a
the
weight gain
scale of
equivalent
your
to the
problem
size
is
of an
insane.
average adult leopard. If you were to add another 50 pounds to that, his body weight would have doubled since the beginning. However, Nikocado was positive that he would never cross the 300 pound
Oh, look at him,
mark,
he's growing a
and if he
mustache,
did,
just
he
like me.
guaranteed everyone that he would officially
Is my
make the
mustache?
change.
I don't know if I'm gonna make 300. If I am, trust me, we're gonna make major changes.
However, Nikocado Avocado hadn't changed his eating habits whatsoever and would simply continue eating larger and larger quantities, justifying his awful diet and overeating by stating that his body
You see
had some
it?
arbitrary stopping point where he apparently knew when he was eating too much.
My body seems very comfortable eating the amount I do.
See, like the little outline on my chin? I'm going through puberty. I'm
And if I
going to start
overstuff, I notice I don't get
You know,
hungry,
my
so
desk is an
I-
absolute
Which was
mess
obviously
right
once
now, but you
again
don't
just
see that because
another lie he
this
told himself to deal
this
with
is what
the reality
my
of his
desk
own
currently looks
situation.
like.
To assist with his mukbangs as his weight grew, Nikocado Avocado would also purchase a chair rated to hold a person who weighed up to 400 pounds.
I got the chair for 400-pound people because I said, okay, it's gonna hold. If it's holding up big people,
Yeah,
it's gonna hold
buddy.
me up.
Ooh, you know. You gotta reach
As
that
less than 12
one, don't
months after
you?
claiming he'd never get to 300 pounds, he'd upload a video titled "I'm 299.9 pounds. Will I finally reach 300 after this meal?" This video not only showed that all of Nikocado Avocado's previous
Dude,
claims
you
about
knock
water
Cammy
weight, stress,
straight and
diet,
calm
understanding his
down.
body, etc., were completely wrong, but it also
This ain't a
revealed a
poggers
much darker
moment. This ain't no
reality. He had
poggers.
accepted his size and saw his
This
weight
ain't-
as
this
a
ain't
joke, even
poggers,
going
man.
so far as to say that he now wanted to hit 300 pounds.
To be honest, one time I chugged an entire bottle of Coke and I was like, that was
Why am I
me
losing
right
weight?
after that. I was like,
Why can't I hit
I
300?
was like,
In the
I
process,
was just
Nikocado
dead.
Avocado
Like it was
had
in
done
the middle of the
actual
night. No one was
calculations
awake,
on
and I
how long
was
it would take for him
I
to
like
get back
why
to his
did I
starting
try
weight.
that?
Let's do
It was
some
the
math.
worst idea
How long
ever.
is it gonna take me to lose my weight? If I have to lose 120 pounds,
Yeah.
and I have to do 5 pounds a month, let's do 120
What
divided
about
by
in
5.
kilos?
How many? 2
What is 5
years.
pounds in
That's
kilos?
24. I have to lose weight for 2 years. I'm just not gonna do it. How about that? How about if it's so much better?
Okay.
Concluding that he had passed a point
That's
of
actually quite a
return,
lot.
and it was better for him to embrace his weight
Don't
for
know
the
much
views
about
as
pounds,
opposed to
yeah.
going to the effort of losing it.
I'm that, and I don't care anymore. I want to get to 300, and then 400, and then 500, and then 600. I'm in the one that's like, who cares now? Too late. I ain't going back.
This unsurprisingly caused further complications in his relationship.
Discrimination. No one discriminates that thing.
The blob.
I
No, low-key, he looks like the
In an interview
blob
with
from
Men's Health,
Marvel.
Nikocado
Let me
explained
pull
that,
up the picture of this
unsurprisingly,
video.
his sex life had taken a hit after becoming a mukbanger. Additionally, the amount of videos in which Nikocado and Orlan argued or
The
broke
blob
up or
from
fought
Marvel.
publicly increased substantially.
You're the worst thing that ever happened to me. That's okay with me. I'll sleep just fine tonight without no shit. I used to be so happy without you. You were such a mistake.
However, despite the monstrous weight gain and crumbling relationship, it was likely difficult to change his behavior as from a financial perspective, his bank account was skyrocketing.
Look at this
You
man.
know, I sit up here in my tower and watch everyone struggle and be poor. It's so entertaining. I love
The only
watching
poor
poor
thing
people.
is they got health.
They struggle.
Oh, that's kind of out of line to me.
I
That was a
just think, I could
roast.
sit here and watch them struggle all day.
Nikocado Avocado would announce that he'd purchased
So,
a
you must have
$2.3 million
impeccable
penthouse
eyesight to
apartment
see
in Las
people in
Vegas
that-
after adding yet
from that,
another 50 pounds to his body weight.
That's
Finding
the
chairs
thing.
that could hold my size was such a nightmare because I'm 350 almost.
A comment on the video stating, "Enjoy your house, bro, you got not much time left,"
Dude, his heart must work harder than a single mother on Christmas.
perfectly encapsulates the conundrum of Nikocado Avocado.
That's why I
It
am
sums up
qualified
the
to talk
dilemma
about
that
fat
Nikocado
chicks. I
Avocado
am
has
my
found himself in,
fucking
being the exchange of health for money,
So,
or
get
on an
roasted.
even deeper level, the exchange of health for meaning. Sure, Nikocado Avocado could quit doing mukbangs tomorrow. He'd probably lose a bunch of weight considering his weight gain is anchored to the work, but really, like, what's he gonna do? Go back to busking with a violin in New York City?
Yeah,
it's not
yeah,
really
he is.
realistic. Yet, equally unrealistic is the idea that he can continue to mukbang.
No. He can bust down that violin and he'd still get views. You seen like those music channels? They go absolutely. They go They go, they go absolute cattywampus, dare I say.
every day without it eventually
Nutty.
resulting in some